Welcome to Walsh, Colorado.
Hi, my name's Kathy and I work at the Walsh Medical Clinic in Walsh, Colorado. Come with me up the steps and I'll take you in our clinic. This is the front door to the clinic. It's handicapped accessible. We welcome people of all ages. Come in this door here. This is our reception area. This is where you would sit to wait. You'd come to this window here to make the appointment with me or with Sissy or Anna, who's ever sitting at the desk. I'm usually here 5 days a week. This is where the billing's done, the appointments are made, questions are answered.
Hi, I'm Sissy Hutches. I'm the MA/office manager / whatever. This is our lab. This is our vaccine area. This is where we keep, these are actually state run, state given refrigerators, refrigerator, freezer, temperature logs. This is a piccolo machine that we can do chemical blood analyzing here in-house that is CLIA waived. Our microscope, centrifuge, our incubator.
Great. So who uses this clinic? Who are the folks that come in and
people in Walsh, Springfield, Pritchett, Vilas, Elkhart, as far away as Hasty, Colorado, up by Lamar people, Johnson people, Ulysses people, everybody from 98 down to newborns.
I'm Jenna Gerber and I'm a new grad nurse practitioner. I just moved back to Walsh, Colorado to serve the Walsh Medical Clinic and the Walsh community. I grew up in Walsh and Dr. Bill was my family doctor growing up.
I'm Dr. Bill Trout. All my patients call me Dr. Bill. Most of them don't know my last name. I've been taking care of people in this county for 45 years, since 1970. Right now my practice is in Johnson, which is 30 miles east of here in Kansas because the hospital closed here. But I still supervise this rural health clinic. I delivered my first third generation baby last year. The baby, both parents and one grandma. So that's pretty fun. In a big city, we see a bad accident, neurological trauma, that sort of thing. You'd immediately turn them over to a neurosurgeon. Here you got to keep them alive, you got to take care of them, you can get them on a plane to get them somewhere else. So even though the responsibility is not total, we take care of a lot more difficult things, heart attacks, here that a family doctor would never, or a nurse practitioner would never take care of in a big city, because they have specialists everywhere and people go to them immediately. So in my practice in Johnson, probably 60% of my patients are Kansas residents and 40% are Colorado residents, and I have a few that come up from Oklahoma. Even occasionally people come up from Texas to see me. We accept Colorado Medicaid, but if I have to refer a patient off from Colorado, I've always got to go find out what doctors will accept their insurance, and usually I can't refer them to very many places in Kansas, so I've got to start looking up doctors in Pueblo or Colorado Springs to see who will take it. So referrals is a tough thing, but the number of hospitals and doctors in rural areas is really getting thin. So and people like continuity. They like to come back and see the same nurse practitioner, the same provider, the same doctor.
And we do a lot of things we don't get paid for, and that drives me crazy, because we get a set amount for Medicaid and Medicare, and we do a lot of extra things at these visits, like developmental screenings, and we do oral screenings, and we do all kinds of stuff. We give injections. There's all kinds of things we do, but we don't get paid for them. It's a lot of free care. I see it that way. It's frustrating for me.
It's difficult to get practitioners here because they can't offer the kind of salary that they could offer in other parts of the world.
Biggest challenge is being tied down. It's not having enough providers. So when you leave town, you feel guilty because people don't, you know they're going to have a tough time if they have a heart attack or a broken bone or a kid with 105 fever, you know, when you're out of town and they've got to go to an emergency room, maybe a hospital an hour away, you know. So the biggest challenge is being tied down and not being able to get away. And like now I have grandkids and I like to be able to get away and interact with my grandchildren, but I don't want to let my patients down back home.